You know what's so weird? When you look around you, what do you see? Think about it for a second, guys. When you're traveling, like let's say you're on a bus, train, or you at the gym, movie theater, wherever you go, tell me, what do you see? From my observation, a lot of people, they are glued on their phone, swiping. You will see kids, grandparents, parents, mothers, fathers, everyone just glued on their phone, swiping left and right, literally synced in to their phone, restructuring their concept of reality. Isn't that crazy? Think about it for a second, guys. People don't understand the purpose of social media. They really do not. They think companies just design social media just for their entertainment. No, man, it's business. It's for profit. You have to understand that. And they're designed to keep you glued. And while you're glued, thinking you're being entertained. The way you view reality being restructured. You're being brainwashed, you can say. Guys, listen. You have to understand the way your brain works. It's the reason on this channel, guys, I talk about the brain a lot, because knowing how your brain operates, knowing how the brain's supposed to function is extremely, extremely important. All right, so I'm going to share this with you. You have to understand the human attention span, only 8 seconds. And you know, some people can push it for 10 seconds, which means you can like literally focus, you can concentrate, you can get things done. Social media, let's say TikTok wheels or Instagram wheels or something, videos usually last some 20 seconds, 25 seconds, I'm not sure, but let's say 30 seconds. If you're watching a video for 30 seconds, you know, obviously it's being scripted, everything, it's not real, so it based to trigger certain emotion, right? You're watching it, and after 30 seconds, you swipe, boom, you jump to another one. Then after 30 seconds or 35 seconds, you jump, boom, to another one, and you're constantly watching and swiping. You're not even looking up to see how the world operates. What do you think gonna happen? The cells in your brain literally wiring based on what it's observing. How are you able to have experience or to know things or to learn things? It's by wiring of the brain, the blueprint. You have a personality, you know who you are because of the blueprint in your mind. You're able to understand language, you're able to understand things because of the blueprint of in your mind, the connection. So if you're using social media to build connection, your reality gonna be based on what you watch on social media. It's not gonna be based on real reality, on real things. It's the reason most people feel lost. They don't understand because their reality is social media. Why do you think people will go for plastic surgery? They want to look like an edited version of themselves or whatever they post on social media. It's what they really want to look like. But in reality, it's something completely different because their brain cannot accept the reality because their brain already wired, the cells already wired based on the artificial version of themselves. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how dangerous it is? It's the reason when I see people give kids cell phone to be on TikTok just constantly swiping, it's like, whoa, do you know how dangerous it is to give a kid, especially the kid brain literally starting developing, and you push them towards social media? Dangerous. The kid not going to know what reality is at all. Do you understand? Okay, let me explain it a little bit further. The frontal section is where you're able to make decisions, you know, you're able to do things, you're able to grab things, you're able to do a lot of different things It's because of the frontal lobe. Every decision you ever made, if you decide to make a decision tomorrow, you're able to think long term. It's because of the frontal section. You are you because of the frontal part. If you don't have it, you're just going to operate based on your instincts, hunger, sex, and of course, to protect yourself and stuff. But when it comes to making a decision to control your behavior, you're not going to be able to do it without the frontal lobe. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, when you're watching scripted videos on social media, automatically it's going to mess with your emotion, the limbic system. Let's go specifically to the nucleus accumbens, where dopamine triggered. The minute dopamine triggered, what's going to happen? You're going to feel good. Your imagination, your mind, you're going to be like, wow, it feels good. I got to keep on watching. And you keep on swiping. You're creating a behavior. And once you create the behavior, what's going to happen? The behavior going to reinforce what you're doing. And once you keep on doing it, then it's going to trigger the same dopamine, the same emotion, the same good feeling. And it's going to reinforce the behavior. It's what we call habits, guys. It's the reason most people feel like they cannot get away from social media. They cannot move away from social media. Some people tried, but for some reason, they find it extremely difficult. Why is that? Think about it for a second. You're an adult and you're supposed to have control over yourself. You're supposed to be in power, but yet you cannot stop yourself from swiping on social media. Don't you think it's a little bit weird? Don't you think you should pull back and question yourself like, hold up, man, how come I don't have the power to pull back, to stop swiping? How come when I even tried, the platform is calling my name? How come I automatically jump on the platform without even realizing it? Don't you think it's a little bit weird? And guys, it's the reason most people cannot think properly. And it's the reason most people reality based on the platform or on social media. So do you see why people can't see the world? So many changes happening. So many. Yo, I'm telling you, the world literally restructuring to a whole new level. But for some reason, people can't see it. Well, I should say most people cannot see it happening. Why is that? It's the question you need to ask yourself. If you're always on social media, I would highly recommend you pull back a little bit, which it's going to be extremely difficult, guys. It's going to be super, super difficult, but it's extremely important to detox yourself, to pull away from social media for a little bit, for you to be able to think clearly. Because right now, if you always on social media, I can assure you, you cannot think properly at all. Your mind not yours. Your mind belongs to the algorithm. Or I should say, the algorithm is structuring your mind for you. Guys, our brain made of neurons, guys, cells, and they are organized. And personality, for instance, or if you want to change yourself, you have to reorganize the way the cells work. You have to organize the pattern, literally. It's the reason psychologists, they will say like neurons that fire together, wired together. Basically means once you constantly doing something, the neurons, the cells are going to fire together. They're going to reinforce and they're going to wire themselves to develop some sort of habit. A map, a blueprint is the reason most people are predictable. Real talk. Super predictable. When some people, when they wake up in the morning, first thing they'll do, grab their phone and jump straight on social media because their brain already wired to do that. Before the person even go to bed, the next day the brain already know it's going to jump first thing in the morning to go on social media because it mapped that way. So if you want to change yourself, if you want to change your behavior, if the behavior not serving you, You have to rewire it, literally. Oh yeah, it's going to be difficult. Without a doubt, it's going to be difficult. But if you do really want to see the real world, no other choice. No other choice. But I can assure you, you will be able to think clearly. You will be able to think properly, and you will be able to make good decisions. Your frontal lobe going to work for you. Is what you want. If you want to make good decisions, if you want to become confident, if you want to, like, let's say, get into crypto, for instance, right? Or get into AI or learn something new, you got to give your frontal lobe a chance. You got to unplug. Okay? No other way. So, guys, what do? We learn, we push, and we grow to become the best version of ourselves. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more great content. If you have anything to say, let it out in the comment section. See you next time. Ciao.